Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and my parents' porch. Well, today we are just going to do another full body stretch. Haven't taught one of these in a while. I myself am getting ready to train deeper poses. I need a warm up. Basically, I thought I would just bring you guys along with me. Now, if you enjoy stretching, if you want to get more flexible, before we get into this, can I ask you to please hit the like and subscribe button with the notification bell on? The notification bell will alert you every time I post new flexibility follow along classes and tips and tricks. All right, so it is starting to get a little breezy out here in Long Island, New York. I am going to clip this little mic to my shirt. I hope it picks up the sound just as well, and we're going to get started. So if you have 2 yoga blocks, I think that would be super helpful for this workout. Also, I have some iced coffee. Any sort of fluid is also helpful. Feel free to take breaks to grab a sip of water or iced coffee throughout this workout. All right, we are going to start how we often start flexibility workouts, which is with some head neck circles. So rather than go into the full circle, let's just start by nodding down and up, down and up. And every time you look up, really make sure you feel a nice stretch in your throat. From here, we'll go into a little side and side. And the same thing with this little nod. Make sure you get the full twist every time you look. I feel a nice deep stretch in that sternocleidomastoid mastoid. I know, you know, that muscle that goes down from the top of the neck to the bottom. And now from here, we'll look forward and now take it into full circles. So we'll nod the chin down towards the chest and circle 3 times to the right, 2, 1 more this way, and then let's go 3 times to the left. This time, as you gaze down at the ground, just let your head chill for a second. Then take your fingertips, don't clasp them together, just place them gently on the base of your head. From here, we'll look up and we'll take these into little cat-cow circles, but keeping the hands behind you. So we'll arch and look up, puff the chest out. I'll go to the side. And then we'll round, feeling a stretch go down the back of the scapula. Let's keep going with this, arching, looking up, rounding, looking down. We'll go 2 more times. 1 more time. Bring it back to neutral. And from here, I want to go into another twist. So keeping the hands behind your head, we'll look right, stretch the whole body towards the right. Then look left, stretching to the left. Let's pick up the speed, going for 4. For 3, keep those elbows nice and wide open. For 2. And 1. Good. Returning to neutral 1 more time. Let both hands drop down. Keep your right hand glued to your side. Left arm reaches out, up, and over. And we go into a nice side body stretch. And once you get comfortable and adjusted here, making sure your chest is not pointing down, but is pointing more up, you can bring your other arm parallel and hold for 4, 3, 2. On 1, let's square it off, facing the corner of the room, flat back, and hold for 4, 3, 2. And then on 1, you can come down to your leg. If you need blocks, you can grab your blocks. I do not need blocks. I'm just going to hold on to my leg. Take a deep inhale and then relax here. Just saying hello to that hamstring for 4, for 3, for 2. On 1, come through center briefly, then bend your knees slightly to come all the way up. Let's do this on the other side. Left hand stays down. Right arm reaches out, up and over. Getting situated, opening the chest a little, bringing that other arm to meet. And if you're feeling crazy, you can go a little deeper. I'm still in the early stages. My body hasn't done much today yet, so I'm just here for 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. I flatten it out, looking towards the corner of my space. I'm holding for 4, 3, 2, and then maintaining that flat back. I reach down, and then from here, it's okay to round a little. Maybe let the head relax and hold for 4, hold for 3, hold for 2. Float your hands back center, but this time, let's spend a little bit of time here. And remember, you can grab your blocks. I'll just do that to show you. You can have them on whatever setting you need. Just try and maintain 2 straight legs. And we're holding it here for 4, for 3, for 2. On 1, we're going to sink our booty down, coming into a primal squat. So in your primal squat, I always like to make sure the full foot is on the ground, you're not just up on your toes. And from here, if you're having issues getting your full foot on the ground, definitely take a moment to ease on into it. And then when you're feeling better, we're going to come into the full primal squat with elbows in our knee pits, hands in prayer position. If you have any sort of knee issues, you can take this into more of a second position. But from here, we're going to do a couple of primal squats. So we're going to come on up, reach on up, and then sink all the way back down. We have 10 more. Inhaling as you lift, exhaling as you lower. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down. From here, hands on the ground. Let's actually make sure we have our blocks towards the right. We're gonna sort of shoot the left leg out, then staying low, we'll swivel to face forward, and we'll start with the right leg in front of us. Come up a little higher on your blocks. From here, if your legs are too close together, make sure the front knee is bent. Make more space here, and let's rock forward and back. Make sure you're breathing, waking up that hip flexor. Pause in the middle, and let's float that back knee down. See if we can walk up a little higher on our blocks, getting a little taller. And then lift the back knee up. Try not to move your hips with that. Let's do this 2 more times, floating that knee down, getting a little taller, then trying to keep everything where it is. We'll lift the knee. 1 more time, float it down. Second time, lift. And then the last time, as you float it down, you can untuck the foot. We're in a low lunge. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know basically in almost every workout I do, we usually hold a low lunge for at least 20-30 seconds. And guess what, you guys? Today's gonna be no different. We are gonna sit here for a little bit. Rather than just sinking all the way down though, what I like to do is come up out of it a little. Make sure the pelvis is tucking and I kind of got this hollow body going on. Then I try and maintain that as I sink my hips back deeper. I lose it a little bit, but way less than if I was to just explode on down into it, yeah? So I like to lift a little, pull everything in, and then sink from there, trying to maintain. Let's hang out here in this low lunge for 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, we're going to come on up into a pyramid pose. So come out of a little bit, step your right foot down, And then we have 2 square hips, so both toes are facing forward. And from here, we're just gonna ease on down. So I like to always, whenever I do any sort of forward fold, I always like to get a little longer through the spine and try and maintain that length as I fold on in towards whatever leg is in front being stretched. So it doesn't mean that once you're in your deepest position, you can't round a little. It just means that we are aiming for the flattest back possible. From here, if wiggling your hips side to side helps you stretch out that hamstring a little extra, feel free to do so. Sometimes I'll instruct my students to flex that front foot. I don't know if you guys can hear it through the microphone, but there's chimes outside going crazy. I hope you guys can hear me. So let's just hang out in this pyramid pose for 4 more, for 3 more, for 2 more. On 1, I want to keep my blocks on this low position. I'm going to walk my right foot slightly towards the edge of my mat, not all the way, just a few steps, and my toes are slightly turned outwards. And then I'm going to come back into that lunge. And from here, I'm going to take a few more moments just to rock side to side to get resituated in that lunge. And then I'm going to leave my left hand on the block, pull that right foot in, hold it there, try and use my own strength to pull the foot even a little closer. And then I'm going to go into some arm circles because we barely warmed up the arms yet. I'm going to take my right hand forward, back, and around, opening up the pec as I do so for 3, for 2. On the last one, I'm going to go ahead and grab that back foot if I can. If it's not there yet, hold on to the twist, and also please try and keep those hips low as you do this. If you come up, you're going to feel less of a hip flexor stretch, and also it could hurt the bony part of your knee. So if it's in your body, really do try and sink down, and if you can, pull that back foot in as well. If you still don't feel a deep stretch, you can slide those toes in towards your elbow crease. From there, I like to place my hand, I don't know if you can see it wiggling, I place my right hand on my right hip, and I just sink here, maybe rock side to side to get a little deeper into that quad for 5 more, for 4 more, remembering to breathe, for 3 more, for 2 more. Release on 1. I'm going to pull back, square everything off, walk that front foot in a little bit, pulling everything in just to give my hip flexor a little break. And then I'm going to come back into that deep low lunge. And I want to take a little back bend here. For now, I'm going to use my hands on the blocks for the back bend because it's my first back bend of this session. So I'm just going to walk my hands back, squeeze those shoulders together, look backwards. And sorry, I'm trying to talk to the mic and talk to you guys. So you guys keep staying back, but I'm just telling you that I'm going to lower the blocks from here if it feels easy. Maybe lower them all the way and maybe stretch my fingertips for the ground and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Come on up. Make sure you have those blocks ready. Tuck your back foot. Swivel to face forward. And let's take a little frog pose in the middle just to give ourselves a little break before we do the other leg. So frog pose, I'm going to make sure my knees are in line with the hips. I like to use my blocks to come down to the elbows. From here, I am not at my fullest frog. So what I do to try and open my knees a little further is I squeeze my butt. Did you see how much slide I just got from that? I'm going to squeeze my butt again. Ugh! I just got about another 1/2 inch. Once I'm at the lowest I can go, I floss my hips forward and backwards. In my frog pose, I like to have my feet, my heels are in line with my knees. I can see my toes past that. If your feet are in, I don't know, I just don't feel as deep of a stretch. feel like frog pose, you're supposed to look like an aerial view of a frog on a lily pad. So have that in your mind as you go into this pose. Also, a lot of times when I instruct my students to floss, they take it too little in one direction. So like right now I'm coming too far forward. Make sure you go forward and back, forward and back. Because we're gonna back bend in this this little stretching session, I'm gonna come up on my blocks, taking my hands to my blocks instead of my elbows. Look up, have like a mini frog cobra pose, and hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. On 1, use your strength to pull everything in, then step your left foot to the side, shoot your right foot back out, and we're gonna swivel to face the left this time. I'm gonna have a quick sip of my iced coffee. And then when all feels right with the world, I'm going to tuck the back foot and lift my back knee, rock forward and back. My mats are becoming unaligned. It's making me so OCD. But I'm going to keep plowing through. I might have to adjust them in a second though. All right, from here we go into those 3 knee taps. So I drop the back knee. I don't untuck the foot just yet. I walk the blocks in, try and maintain that length through my torso to my head as I stretch the leg. We have 2 more of those, tapping, walking in a little, stretch, 1 more tap, lift, and stretch. And then finally, you can release the knee, untuck the toe. We're sitting in our lunge. Let's come up a little bit, try and get that feeling of everything pulling in, going slightly backwards, and sinking back down. Making sure everything is square and this back hip bone isn't facing outwards, but down towards the ground. I find that by squeezing the butt, that helps a little bit. I also sometimes try and pull everything in together. That helps a little bit too. And I'm going to start giving us a countdown here. Let's hold it for 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. We have our pyramid pose. So I pull back a little bit, step into my left foot, come on up 2 straight legs. As you guys can see, my back foot is floating outwards a little bit. Let's square it off, parallel those legs up. And again, if it's easy for you, you can start dropping the blocks as you come on down towards the left leg this time. And from here, of course, if wagging your tail feels good, helps you get a little deeper into the pose, take those wags. Hope you guys are enjoying this so far. Hope this is making you feel good. If any questions arise for you guys during this workout, feel free to drop them in the comment box below. My students ask me questions all throughout class, and I'm happy to answer everything I can. Or if there's something I can't answer, we can troubleshoot together. So definitely never feel discouraged about asking anything in the comments. All right, we're gonna go on into the quad stretch. So I like to re-grab my blocks. Of course, you can keep your hands on the ground too if you feel super bendy today. I just prefer having them on the blocks on the low setting. I walk the left foot towards the left side of my mat, bend that left knee, come back into that deep lunge. So when I say deep lunge, I always want to make sure your knee isn't over that front foot. You can walk that front foot up a little bit so that you can see your toes past your knee, and that will allow you guys to sink a little deeper. You can release that back foot. I know there's a bunch of people on TikTok that instruct lunges this way. Well, that is definitely a yoga lunge. One, I don't feel nearly as much in my hip flexor when I do that. And two, because I come on to more of the ball of my foot, I am not as stable when I do this. And if I were to, lose my balance, I could twerk my knee, I could wobble, I could fall. And I'm not about knee injuries on this channel. If you are, you can go to another channel. But sorry, I had to go on that tangent because I reached out to a creator. We pull the back foot in, pull it in even more, 3 big circles. I reached out to a creator on TikTok about that, and they got mad at me for saying that I didn't instruct my lunges that way for other reasons. And yeah, I I think there's different kinds of lunges you can do for different reasons, and um, I always like to stretch as efficiently as possible, and I think feet past your knees is the most efficient way to get a deep stretch in your hip flexor. And if you guys have also been following me, you know your hip flexor goes straight into your low back, so you'll also open up your low back as well. And when your low back is open, you can release that back foot. You're less likely to strain it when you're back bending. I hope you enjoyed my TED Talk. We're just taking a quick break by pulling back into the hamstring stretch, but then we're going to go back into that little lunge with a back bend. Make sure you have walked your foot back towards the center. Lunge with a back bend. So I like to start by puffing my chest forward. I look back, walk back, squeeze elbows towards each other, and then lower. Or fingers towards the ground. 5 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. On 1. Come on up. Lean forward, swivel forward. This time, we're going to come down to our butt into the old straddle. Now, normally I would love to do all the straddle exercises. This is a full body warm up though, so I don't want to spend too much time here. I'm going to move the blocks out of my way. If you really want to hone in on your straddles though, I do have a bunch of middle split and straddle videos that will help you with that. From here, we're just going to take a couple of cat cows here. Fingertips in front of us, looking up, squeezing our shoulders together, look up, then leaning back and rounding. Let's go for 4, for 3, for 2. On 1, hold that arch, looking up. Then we'll reach our hands out by our side. And let's hold it here for another 5. And 4, 3, 2. From here, maintaining that feeling of the arch, looking up, lower as far as you can. And then when you've gone no further, you can round and relax. We're coming into our pancake straddle, wherever that is for you today, remembering maybe you have blocks available. Sometimes I like blocks just for my chin, so I don't have to face plant the ground. I like to put the tip of my chin on, and then I get a nice little neck stretch as well. And we will hold this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Come on up. All right. I want to do a little bit of back bending, and then that'll be it. That'll be our warm up. So, if you are in a room where you can have a place to tuck your feet under something, I have this railing right here. That would be ideal. If not, you can still do the exercise without tucking your feet. You'll just see you will not get as much height. But I'm going to tuck my feet under something, anything. From here, I can't leave my arms out long because there is a wall here. But if you can, keep your arms nice and straight. Ignore the slight bend in mine. We're going to lift and lower 10 times. Looking up as we lift, we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, we're going to hold it a little extra. And then forearms on the ground. From here, if your toes were tucked, move forward a little bit, then tuck your toes. Lift your knees off the ground. We're in a Sphinx pose. Look up to the sky. From here, press your forearms down. Use your fingertips to pull your chest forward. Lower your shoulders down away from your ears. Maintain all that as you straighten your arms. Let's hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, if your toes are tucked, they should be. Untuck them. Look back up. Walk your hands closer to your body. Keep your elbows bent for a moment. Then lower those shoulders again. Pull forward. Press back. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, pull your chest down. I feel like my shoulders are super tight, so I want to do a deep shoulder stretch. So come on up for a moment. From here, we're going to grab our blocks. You can grab them either on the tall or the medium setting. I wouldn't really recommend the low setting. From here, just below the elbow, put your arms on the middle of the blocks. Move your knees back a little bit so that you have room to 1, straighten your arms, 2, sink your head down towards the ground. I am really feeling this in my arms, in my upper back. I'm trying to talk into the mic. It's at my cheek. And we're just going to hang out here. You can let your head relax all the way down to the ground if it reaches. If not, just try and keep that neck nice and loose. We'll hold for 10 more, 9 more, 8 more, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Pull those hips back. I want to do 1 more cobra. So your hands, you have those blocks nearby. Slide forward, come back onto your belly. Keep your hands on the blocks on the low setting. Keep them quite a distance in front of you. Don't put them directly underneath your body. From here, we're going to engage our legs, lift the elbows off the ground. Again, squeeze those shoulders together behind you, look backwards, and then press backwards. If this isn't hurting your low back at all, with your hands on the block, you can move closer to your body. Make sure you rebend the elbows, re-look up, and then press back from here. And we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, pull yourself down. Well, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That completes our warm-up to stretch deeper. But also, if you are new to stretching, if you are very tight and you do this workout every single day or 3 days a week, you will see results as well. You will feel better. You will start to get more limber. Just be careful about form or stretching past your limits. That could lead to injury. And that's all. Once again, I'm reminding you to hit the like and subscribe button with the notification bell on. Any questions? I think I'm friendly. Let me know in the comments below. If you ever want to take class with me in person, I do teach. I am on the sub list at Body and Pole in New York City. Always keep your eye out for the schedule, or if you follow me on Instagram, I always post when I'm going to sub. And that's about it. Until the next time, I hope you guys have a fit and fabulous day. Bye bye.